Somewhere, someone sold us on this BS that you only get to choose one thing, one path, one journey, one identity, one title, and you must commit to that one thing or you're a failure. When I was younger, I loved this song called We're All Made of Stars. I had no clue what Moby was talking about at the time. Now, here I am in my late 30s and I have a full understanding of the deeper connection that we have to the universe. And I think I know what he meant. As solopreneurs, we're almost always in pursuit of connection. Connected to strangers in our audience, our clients, friends and family, connected to our business. These connections require some level of trust in who we are and what we do. In order for them to say yes to us, to stay connected to us, they have to trust that we are who we say we are. There's one thing that you struggle with that we don't always want to talk about. It's the connection to ourselves. Connecting to your voice, your gut, and learning how to make a decision without second guessing yourself all the time. This damn fly. I happen to believe that one of the reasons we feel so lonely is because of a lack or loss of connection. Not just to all the people we talked about. I believe that the ultimate loneliness that we experience as solopreneurs, loss of trust and connection with ourselves. If we learn to tap into ourselves, learn to trust yourself again, you'll realize that you've always been connected to the brilliance of the universe. We're all made of stars, just like Moby said. So in today's video, I want to share with you how you're connected to the universe, why that matters to you, and your identity. Really high level, how can you tap into this connection so that it can inform your confidence in yourself as a solopreneur? Stars have always been this symbol of hope, positivity, light. I think they remind us that there's always a way to navigate the darkness. Just like humans, stars have a life cycle. They're born and then they die and they burst into stardust. And that stardust is sprinkled amongst the universe. We are so fascinated by stars and their existence, not just as what they are, but as symbols of light and hope. What I think is equally fascinating is our connection. The other day, I was randomly watching this PBS show with my kids. It talked about how when stars explode and their stardust essentially creates the basic elements of everything and everyone around us. These elements make up the molecule, the skin, and the muscles, and everything that makes up our bodies. The origin of many of those elements came from the last breaths of dying stars. Isn't that amazing? I'm not trying to get too scientific, but I feel like it's necessary for me to give you the science to drive home my next point. You were created by light, greatness, brilliance, in the most practical way possible. We are all connected to the universe. And you don't have to believe in God to know that this is a proven scientific fact. Everything around us is energy. All matter is energy. It means that the universe is simply an abundance of energy, bundled, and within that energy exists infinite possibilities. What is wild about this is that that's what you're made of. You are made of this. So why does this connection matter to you and your identity? You may not be a woo-woo person, but you can't deny science. The magic within us, the divine intelligence within us, connected to the infinite possibility of the universe. Remember the connection to the stars. We convince ourselves that we can't evolve or grow. We forget the limitless possibilities that are already within us. The stardust within us, that is that light. We fail to rise to our potential or lean into our highest self. We dim that light, that star stuff. Somewhere, someone sold us on this BS that you only get to choose one thing, one path, one journey, one identity, one title, and you must commit to that one thing or you're a failure. From our childhood, we've been convinced or told that our potential is defined by things outside of us, when in fact, that potential already exists within us. I find myself as a mom of 4 kids constantly undoing and unprogramming the things that my kids are hearing about their potential. Things that I've also heard. Being a star student makes you brilliant. Being a low performer means you're failing. We accept these narratives about what it means to meet our potential early in our lives, and we spend our adulthood wondering why external milestones never give us satisfaction. They never give us fullness. I've personally set amazing big milestones and goals that felt amazing when I met them, when I reached them, and then I woke up feeling empty, just to start all over again with chasing this potential. Over the years of my personal journey of undoing the editing from school, the military, from childhood, I've been able to pinpoint my discontent. Spots when I seek out a new journey or experience from a place of fullness or emptiness. It matters on the difference because it tells me how I will experience the journey. When I'm chasing a connection, when I've lost my connection to myself, I know that I'm going to have a much more toxic experience on that journey for myself. Whereas when I'm chasing and pursuing something from a place of fullness, it feels more neutral. It feels more kind, grace. Those things exist from goals and pursuits that we go up against from a place of fullness. And the confidence that people often comment on that they see in me is the result of that discernment. I know how to tap into my fullness, and I also know how to recognize when I am chasing and pursuing something from a place of a lack of connection. So how do you tap into it, and how does it inform your confidence? So this portion requires a lot more time than I've already committed to this video, and this may be a little over your head anyway, so I'll keep this really high level. I'll offer 2 places to start. Lower the background noise and increase the volume of your inner voice. I think lowering the background noise is the hardest step. You have junk and noise built upon junk and noise, built upon junk and noise, you know? Some of this junk and noise you're actively aware of and engaging in, like toxic experiences. Others are playing in the background, like negative self-talk. It's the conscious and the subconscious. I can't tell you where you fall within each. I can tell you that you have to raise your level of awareness to identify which one is which at that time. And when you are able to have that discernment, you'll be able to edit just like I did. You see, the universe speaks to you through your intuition. That's your connection. That gut pulling, that magnetic attraction you have to things. That happens when you are fully in line and fully in flow and fully connected. That is your magic in action. But you can't get that without all the undoing and the unprogramming of all that junk that you have. Increasing the volume of your voice is simply having a ritual or a system that allows you to learn to listen to yourself with intent, to seek your internal voice with intention. You were born with limitless possibilities within you. That means to me that you already have the answers to the questions within you. Every problem that you think you have already solved. I think a lot about this piece, like when you're driving and you're lost and you're trying to remember how to get somewhere that you may be familiar with, maybe you have a GPS, but there's some noise going on in the background. Maybe you have your radio up and you start to turn down the noise of the background so that you can focus. Maybe even tell your passengers to be quiet so that you can tap into what you know. Trust the information you're receiving. Your intuitive ability to solve problems is the exact same thing. You are always in receipt of the information. You are always receiving the answer because it's within you. You just have to learn how to lower the volume, the background noise, so that you can hear it. When you learn to do this, you're gonna see how quickly your confidence grows. Ultimately, this is how you start to create agency in your life. The wonders of the stars, the divine intelligence that exists within the flowers and the trees, all of that beauty, it exists within us. Answers are always within us. If you like this type of content, make sure that you like and comment below and tell me what you took away from this video. I have a recurring weekly newsletter called Courageous Thinking. It's a beautiful balance of strategy and subconscious, a mix of content and confidence all the same. And I'd be honored if you join me there. Thanks for watching.